Hey there, Taurus. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your first week of December 2020. Just a quick reminder for everybody out there, if you are watching your sun sign horoscope, remember your rising sign horoscope is going to give you further clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign horoscope shows up. And your moon sign horoscope is going to give you the subplot or the B story that is also going on this week. If you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website, integrativemysticism.com. And don't forget to check out Sunday the 6th at 2 p.m. Pacific Time, US and Canada. I'm hosting my Grand Shift webinar where I will be guiding everybody through energetic attunements, clearings, and activations to get in alignment with these new energies that are bursting through the solar eclipse in Sagittarius, as well as the grand conjunction and solstice, and even going into early 2021. It's a great catch-up opportunity. It's a great opportunity to get aligned. This is, again, going to be live, but I will also, of course, be sending replays out to everybody who makes a purchase. So even if you can't make it, you will get the replay. So what is going on when it comes to your cards for this week? So your main theme of the week is the Knight of Swords upright. And what I'm actually getting here is that a great deal of your week is going to be about calling back a lot of energy for yourself in order to propel either a cause, an initiative, or maybe a personal passion of yours. But I am also getting from this Knight of Swords that you may also be calling a lot of this energy, time, and resources back to yourself from people that you may have sacrificed it for, given it up for, handed it off for, or maybe even given the lead or the authority over, maybe too much of a vote or too much sway over that situation. The Knight of Swords is saying you're going to be taking a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of resources back to yourself to, of course, drive your own story, champion your own cause. And so pay attention to what is going on there, and also pay attention to who's always been in your corner versus who might just be in your circle. As we go on to your what you need to pay attention to, your responsibility card, what you absolutely want to make sure that you are honoring if you're going to get the most out of this week. It's the Nine of Wands reversed, and it's about understanding what is the proper use of your boundaries and of your intentions, because I'm seeing a need to swap up where you've been open and where you have been closed, and with whom. One of the things that seems to be very, very strong here is that you may actually have some blind spots, or maybe even a little bit of let's just say infiltrations that we need to pay attention to. Or if not infiltrations, again, this is kind of a card that's telling me, well, again, watch that circle. The call might be coming from inside the house. It does not mean get paranoid. You know me. I do not encourage nor enjoy that kind of energy anywhere around my space. Hence turning off the comments. But I do think that with the Nine of Wands reversed, there's also this focus on proper openness for intimacy. And so your whole defense mechanism, if you have one, is going to need to be looked at and reworked throughout this week. Who we've been too open with, and also who we've been too closed with. Maybe it's time some people take turns on you. As we go on to your material shifts, what's coming up this week, we do have the Three of Swords upright, and I feel like there might actually be some kind of wrench being thrown in a plan, as it looks like in order to have a breakthrough when it comes to either, again, a project or a pursuit you have, it may require you to do something that you know is going to upset or possibly even espouse feelings of betrayal in another person. Now, what I'm also finding here is that you may also be saving it from somebody that might actually be threatening or potentially just even on accident to, threatening to create havoc or to cost a bit too much. And the reason I feel the Three of Swords is apt here is because I am also getting, there's this sense of heartbreak over it. It's almost like, oh my goodness, I have to do this with my dude, or I have to do this with my partner, or I have to, oh my goodness, I had no idea. However, with that Three of Swords upright, it is giving you a chance to, once again, put your heart first and above all else. There will, of course, possibly be a bit of guilt, be a bit of distress over this, just because, again, of what it may mean when it comes to dealing with people and how they may be treating you and how you might surprise them by behaving in a very different way, but it may be crucial. As we get on to your non-material shifts or your personal life, your social life, you have the Tower upright. And I am seeing that there may be some news coming to you that does actually end a normal, I'll put it that way. Well, it's ending a normal for you and a friend, or maybe even you and a partner. It could also be that this is something quite positive that does this. I don't want anyone to think that the Tower always has to be a negative card, right? It could be a brilliant promotion calling for a transfer. It could be a new love partner for a single person that does require a bit of an adjustment to one's normal routine, when they were single. But I do see this disruption to the social environment and the social landscape for you that is going to require you to also let go of possibly a favored structure or something that might have been seen as a bit of a safety constant. Now, the Tower card can, and one of the things I'm kind of getting here, in some of these cases, you may also find that a friend or a partner is acting out this week in a way that could even be self-compromising or maybe even creating problems for other people, which means I would not be surprised if maybe with the Three of Swords, you're also dealing with that as well. And how you are going to, of course, make sure that this is something that only affects what it needs to affect, or again, is minimized and hurried to the end of its life cycle, is going to be up to you to decide what is appropriate in that situation. Some of you may find that this friend or this partner probably does need to learn this lesson, even though it might not be something they are developed enough to handle. Some of you may decide that this might even be a breaking point for the way we actually handle a certain friendship or a certain relationship. But I do feel a lot of you are going to, again, be in a space where this is something that maybe you've also seen coming. It's not something that is a surprise. It wouldn't be a surprise that it happened. It's almost just more of like a, oh my goodness, it's just impactful. It's not really necessarily a surprise. I'm not sure. Again, you'll just have to wait and see what that means this week. As we get on to your personal card, what's going on with you, we've got the Seven of Wands reversed, and again, it's all about choosing what the right battles to fight are for you this week. We've got championing yourself with the Knight of Swords, choosing how to better handle your defenses with your Nine of Wands reversed. But with the Seven of Wands reversed, where have we been fighting maybe the wrong fronts? Where have we been championing the wrong causes? Because the Seven of Wands reversed, again, we might be thinking something is working against us out here, but we might not necessarily be paying attention to what's going on in our own space. What is the real issue that needs to come up to be cleared? Is it something going on in a family situation? Is it something going on in a work crew? Is it something that slipped past us in a relationship or a friendship or a business partnership or a roommate situation? The Seven of Wands reversed is asking you to pay attention to what you are maybe fighting hard not to deal with, but also at the same time where you might be displacing a lot of aggressive, or maybe not aggressive, just again, intense energy that needs to be put to proper use elsewhere. So that is what I've got for you, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.